Hey guys, this is my intro to the Pan That Palette challenge. I know I'm like almost halfway through the year. By the time this video goes up, it's going to be the second week in May. Today's May 6th. But I've been thinking about doing a Pan That Palette challenge since I uploaded my makeup use up for the year. But I've been holding back because I felt very nervous about panning an entire palette. I've been watching, and the reason why I felt that way is because I have been watching a lot of these ladies, a lot of the ladies in the panning community, and I see, you know, I go back from the beginning and start watching their whole progress, which is amazing. By the way, I've seen some of them finish entire palettes, which I think is incredible. I've never seen that before. But I've also seen the frustration with the palette, and then some of them at the end, they hate the palette, you know what I mean? So, and I know I never want to feel like that towards my makeup. I always want to, whenever I'm using product, I at least want to enjoy it, you know. I don't want to get frustrated with the product, which is what held me back. But recently I'd seen Betsy from Make Up Your Mind, and then Lauren from Lauren May Beauty. I think that's the name of her channel. I'll link them down below for you guys if you want to check them out. They are doing it in a non-traditional way where they're picking out shadows from different palettes and then wanting to finish those out. And then they also have a number or a goal of shadows, the amount of shadows that they want to finish out this year, which is great. I like that idea better. I'm not picking out a number of shadows that I want to finish out for the entire year. And I'm also not picking out multiple palettes. I thought instead I would pick out one neutral palette, which is the Sonia Kashuk I neutral palette, and then a little quad. I think that would be best for me to kind of dip my toes into it. And both of these palettes I am wearing on my eyes today, by the way. The reason why I picked these palettes, and I'll start off with this one. This is the CoverGirl in the shade 700. I picked this palette out because I find that these shades are very wearable, like everyday wearable shades. And they have a, you know, I get a little bit of shimmer and stuff like that, which is great if in case I don't want to do a fully matte look. This little quad right here, prior to today, I had only used it maybe 2 or 3 times prior to today, so it's pretty brand new. My goal for this little quad is to completely finish it out by the end of the year. It's a little quad. I find that these two little shadows right here are a little bit softer, so I actually think these two are going to be the first to go. I don't know, like this is the one that has the most product out of the other 3, so we shall see. Okay, so quickly, this little shadow right here, it's more of like a charcoaly brown shade with a bunch of little scattered glitter, which quite frankly just completely falls off. It doesn't even really show up. It shows up initially, by the end of the day it's completely off of your eyes, so it's not my favorite. I did use this one underneath my lash line, and then I blended it out with this matte shade right here, which is great. That's why I like this little quad, because it has an actual matte shade. I don't like all shimmery little quads, only because I don't like shimmery shades in my crease area, especially if I want to reach for just one little quad right here. And then this right here is a taupe shade, which I do have more in the center of my lid. And then this shade right here I have in the inner part of my lid, and also on my inner corner as well. This shade seems to me like it would be like a one shadow kind of look, because it's taupey, like it's a taupe shade. Very easy to use. And then I like this one just to brighten up the inner corner and open up my eyes. So my goal for this one is to completely finish it out by the end of the year. Hopefully it's not too difficult. And then this palette right here is the Sonia Kashuk I neutral palette. Now this one I don't want to completely finish it out. I want to finish out at least 6 of the shades, and then I want to have some pan showing on the rest of them. The shades that I actually picked out are the shades that I have a dip going on, and the reason why I picked those shades is because they have a dip, so clearly I enjoy them. This one right here, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades is what I basically want to finish out. And then the rest of them, I want to just have some pan showing on them. I don't care how small it is, I just want to have some pan showing on them. This one right here though, I'm not going to really focus on it too much, only because I have the L'Oreal Infallible shadow in my makeup use for the year, and that sucker is like, dude, there's a lot of product in that thing. So this is not going to be something that I'm going to be focusing on, because I have that shadow and it's a cream matte shadow. So that's going to be my focus on, not this one. But the rest of them, I do want to have some pan showing on them. You can see that this one has the dip. This one right here also has a dip going on. This one, you can see the dip right there, as well as this one, and then this one as well. The rest of them I've used a little bit. Like today, I actually used this shadow right here to set my paint pot, which is in my makeup use up. I use this one as a transition. This one I used to deepen out the crease. And then this one I used to deepen out the outer V. This shadow right here I just used to set my liner on my waterline as well as my lash band. So yeah, these are the two palettes that I want to focus on this year. If I can finish all of these out by the end of the year, it would be amazing. But I am going to give myself an entire year because quite frankly, I don't even know how long a shadow, like how long it takes a shadow for me to finish a shadow. It's been so long since I've ever finished a shadow. It's been years. And that happens because I get bored with a palette, or I just, you know, there's new palettes coming out and then I want to use that one and that's all I want to use for a little while. And then I neglect the rest of them. So this one at one point I did love. I did love it. I thought it was pricey. It's $20 for this little palette right here. But ever since I started using the Morphe shadows, I get more variety and I get, you know, different finishes within one palette. So, which is why I've neglected this one, because it's all mattes. And I do find that with these, I have to be very careful because the shadows, if you blend too many together, they can get muddy, or you can blend them completely away, which is another reason why I don't reach for it quite as often. Now that can happen to me with other palettes as well, but just the fact that these are all matte is the reason why I just reach for other palettes that have different finishes within the palette, if that makes sense. That is it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that you guys have an amazing week or weekend whenever you're watching this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.